Hi everybody, it is Tuesday talk time. I want to talk about metabolic confusion today, and that might be it. I'm not sure. But first, before we start, you will see on the screen up there some new members that joined this week, and want to welcome you. I am so happy to have you, and thank you for joining, and I hope you check out I think there's going to be 3 by the time you see this, the weekly private member Q&As. And if you have questions for me, watch for the Q&A posts that I put up where people can put their questions, and I will do my best to get them answered for you. I don't know all the answers myself sometimes, or most of the time, but I'm good at finding them. So thank you again up on the screen. So metabolic confusion. So metabolic confusion is what I am trying out this month, and I've had quite a few comments and questions about what that is since I mentioned it somewhere in one of the videos. And it means different things to different people, because when I Googled it, I was kind of surprised to find that there is a diet out there that is called metabolic confusion, and it involves a high calorie day, the next day low calorie, and then alternating back and forth. And not only that, they referred to it as a fad diet. So I feel like it, when people hear me say something about metabolic confusion, and if they decide they're going to look it up, I think they might get the wrong idea. And so that's why I wanted to talk a little bit about it today. All it means to me, and the way that I'm using it is just mixing things up throughout the month, like just doing different things. So if you are a good example, somebody who does OMAD, 1 meal a day, 24-hour fast. What I have been hearing lately, and I'll link a couple of channels below that have been talking about this, is that if you say every day you start your 24-hour fast, I don't know, at 5 o'clock, you fast for 24 hours, and then you have a meal, and then you start again. If it's at the same time every day for months and months on end, your body gets used to it, and your results might slow down. And so what people are suggesting is that you change that up. So maybe you go noon to noon one day, and maybe you do the next day you do a shorter fast and shift your times, or you do a longer fast and shift your times, or you do a 24-hour fast once a week, 16, if you're used to doing 16-hour intermittent fasting, maybe you do that most of the time, and then throw in a 24 or 36 here and there, and just always be changing things up. The other way that it can be done is you have and I do this sometimes, I have a really high fat day, more than 80-20, like 90-10 or something. And then the next day, just a normal day where I get more protein, so to kind of make up for the protein deficit the day before. So I guess that could be called a high protein, low protein, or, things like that. A sardine challenge. I did a sardine challenge twice last month, and it's the first time in 4 or 5 months that I had lost weight. So I think, that was a shift. I mean, I think I shifted something, and maybe it was a sardine challenge. Maybe it was adding exercise. I mean, I have been exercising, but this was like real exercise, where somebody's like egging you on in the gym, which I didn't have before. So maybe that made a difference. I don't know. But again, those are changes. I feel like what is true for me may not be true for other people out there, but what seems to be true for me is that my body doesn't like homeostasis. Is that the term? It seems to always need to be changing, because if I do the same thing for a long time, it just stops working for me. And so, I made some changes last month, and maybe these ones were the right ones. And that's why I had a good result last month. Who knows what's going to happen this month? So far, I've done a 3-day egg fast. Today, for me, is a high protein day. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the sardine fast again for 3 days. I'm just going to mix things up, and I'm going to throw in different lengths of time for intermittent fasting as well. Like, shorten the window, lengthen the window, shorten. So that, what I'm describing, is quite different than what you will see if you Google metabolic confusion. You're going to see something completely different. So I just wanted to put that out there and hope that that kind of explains what it is that I'm doing this month. So speaking of the Sardine Challenge, that seemed to get a lot of attention, that video that I did. And with the attention, it wasn't all positive. I sure had I had quite a bit of hate on that video. I don't know why people feel very strongly for or against sardines. I certainly did not realize that would happen. I don't think I would have not done it if I suspected that I was going to get all of that. Hopefully you guys don't even see them. I just delete those comments usually right away. Sometimes I waste my time by answering them because I can't help myself. But I just feel like, it is kind of strange how people can react and how they can be upset if they don't agree with you. So, I just want to throw out there to, if you're not a normal member of my channel, like most of the people that follow my channel are people like me in my age group. They're looking for ways to spark things up because maybe they've stalled. They're willing to try new things. They are not purists in any type. They are putting their health first. And if that means carnivore, if it means sardines, if it means ketovore, they're doing things that are putting their health first. The dogma is not, what these people are looking for. Those are the messages that I'm getting from the people that follow me. So if you are watching this and you hate sardines, don't do the Sardine Challenge. If you are watching this and you think that sardines are going to give you some kind of mercury poisoning, they are really tiny, so much less mercury than the big tunas out there. Don't do the challenge. If you, just absolutely can't stand sardines and you think I'm crazy for doing it and I'm going to die from arsenic poisoning, I'm still here. I've done it. And maybe it's not the right challenge for you. So, just putting that out there. I enjoyed it. I think sardines are great. I'm not having any ill effects. So perhaps I will just carry on and maybe do them some more, and nobody else has to. It's just something I do. I think that people who don't want to do 3 days, that's fine. Like, I think even if you did 1 day, or even if you added to your week 2 or 3 cans of sardines, or maybe some other seafood. Sardines doesn't have, if you maybe add salmon or herrings or mackerel or other types of seafood to your weekly plan, maybe once a week, twice a week, to get yourself used to some more seafood. Those omega-3s, I think, are good for you. And, if you're allergic to seafood. I had some of that as well. Again, it's not, do some other type of challenge. I struggled a bit this week with some negativity because I guess there was a lot of people out there in the YouTube world who are not keto, don't normally follow me, found, this sardine challenge and just, really didn't like it, or that, or me or whatever. I don't know. Thank you for those of you who did give me the love. I appreciate it very much. It helps to offset some of that other stuff. I will continue to do it, and I will continue to do what I do in spite of these things. And I hope, that it helps the people who really do follow me because they believe in what I offer. And so I appreciate all of you for being here, listening, leaving your positive comments, liking and sharing, and not. I don't even know what to say. I was just really thrown off by it this week. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. And next week will be my second week of metabolic confusion, and I'll have my charts ready and put them up. I'll have done a few different things that I can share with you, and we'll go over that next week. So we'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching.